Hey y'all, welcome back. So I know I said I wasn't going to be doing any requests until September, but my next project is not done yet, so I have to do a request to get a little time. But today I have been requested to do how I braid and style dreads. So I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how I do that with some shorter dreads because I felt like it would be a little bit easier demonstration. These are some of the things we're going to be using today. We're going to be using my hair care line, the deep conditioner, the leave-in, the growth oil, of course, apple cider vinegar. We're going to spray that on, and we're going to make sure we let that sit for about 5 minutes to break up any buildup. And then once we shampoo her hair, which I use aloe and argan oil shampoo, we're going to go ahead and put the deep conditioner on there and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. And the reason why we're doing this to her hair today is because she has been swimming in chlorine and salt water and living her best life. So we got to make sure we get her hair treated and also make sure we get it moisturized so it won't become dry and brittle and break off, because we started her dreads back in 2017. So her dreads are in a fragile state, in my opinion. So once we go ahead and shampoo that out, again, we're going to put the deep conditioner on and let that sit with a cap. Now, I know in my last video, I did not put it on the ends of her dreads, and that's because she did not need it. However, with her dreads being the length that they are, and she goes swimming, her hair definitely needs to be treated from the root to the end. I did want to add that I brought a new twist cream. I normally use the Jamaican key lime products. However, I bought this new one that they made, the black wax. And it's the same, it smells the same as, of course, the Jamaican key lime in the yellow and white container. However, it's just a different color. So I think that it actually works really, really well, because when I twist it, it doesn't have like that white buildup. And for clients who have thinner dreads, it also makes it look like their root a little bit more full. So I actually like it if you guys want to try it out. Now I am going over her scalp with the growth oil. Make sure it goes all over her scalp before I start retwisting. Now with retwisting shorter dreads, it's a little bit different with long dreads. Of course, you can just palm twist the longer dreads. You don't have to really twist them by the root. With her hair still being a little bit shorter, we are going to start by twisting at the root and then palm twist down, so we can make sure we do keep the form of the ends. However, we do want to make sure that those roots are intertwined with the ends of the dreads as well. So again, I do not use any combs or any other utensils. I use my hands to do dreads. I feel like that that is the best way to do them. They do not need any combs or anything like that. That's how I make my parts and everything else. I'll go ahead and put the product on first. That way I won't have to stop and put the product on each one. And also with the dreads, you want to make sure you pull them straight out towards you and get that product into the root really, really good. And that way when you get ready to form your twist, that twist will be really good and tight and it'll lay flat. So I'm going to slow down here just so you guys will be able to see exactly how I go in and retwist it, so that you will be able to see that I use my fingers. I part with my nails. I do not manipulate the part or create a part. I make sure I do it how the hair grows. And then I just go ahead and put that product over the root, and I pull the dread out towards me, and then I twist down, and that way it lays flat and it also gives you a perfect flat looking twist. For the edges and towards the front, you may want to do that one second, and you'll see why, because I twisted one in the front first before I did the one behind it, and the clip got in the way. So you may want to do that one second after you do the one behind it. That way it'll all lay flat. And speaking of clips, you do not have to use a lot of clips. I do not use a lot of clips on my clients because they are metal, they get hot, and that's not right to do to people. So, you can clip at least 2 to 3 dreads with one clip. Now, I don't want you to clip like a lot of dreads with one clip, because then, of course, you will have a wet mess. And you want to make sure the dreads are separated and also gets dry. So, you don't have to use a lot, but you don't want to not use enough. So here you can see where I'm just using my nail to, create a part that's already there. And I'm using the product and meshing it in. I'm going to pull the hair outward, and then I'm going to start twisting. Of course, with the front ones, you do have to do it like a flat twist a little bit longer before you palm it. But once you palm it, as you can see, it lays flat. And this is also what I was talking about. You may want to do this one second after you do the one behind it, because I'm going to have an issue with the clip in my way. So I'm going to continue to let you guys watch this portion so that you'll be able to see exactly how I twist the shorter dreads by pulling the root and then palm twisting it down. And I'll be back. I'm feeling high. Finish up, you want to make sure you take your towel and squeeze the ends of the dreads to make sure you get all of the excess water, so that way they'll dry quicker once you put them under the dryer. As you guys can see, that black wax is really good. There's no white buildup. It still has a good shine. It's not like too black, and it does give the root a little bit more fuller look. As you can see from this angle, her roots are really full. But you can also see how the apple cider vinegar has her hair super clean, excuse me, and also how the leave-in and the oil all mesh well together and just give her hair that really nourishing good look. I really love the outcome after using my products. I'm sorry guys for patting myself on the back. But once you go ahead and get those clamps out, if you want to make 2 braids, 3 braids, 4 braids, you just section the hair off, of course, how big or small you want them to be. And you will start braiding them like so. Now it's gonna be the same way as braiding regular hair. You're gonna just take 3 of the dreads starting from the front, and then you're going to start braiding them like maybe 1 or 2 times, and then as you start getting downward, then you're gonna start grabbing dreads from left to right. So as you're braiding down, you're going to be grabbing, so it's gonna be kind of like a feed in. And that's the way you're going to be able to braid dreads. You're going to pretty much, as you go down, grab one from the left and then braid down, and grab one from the right and then braid down. So I'm gonna let you guys watch that here, and I'll be back. I'm feeling high. I'm feeling high. I'm feeling high. So before I finish this braid, I wanted to just come in and point out that, as you can see, as I'm pulling from left to right, you can see some of the dreads underneath the braid are not being intertwined, and that's okay because I do not want the braid to become oversized or bulky, and I don't want the client to not be able to sleep on it. So you want to make sure that, you know, it is the perfect size, and when you're doing two, that tends to happen. So you want to make sure that some of those dreads are not being intertwined, and you will see why when you see the final result at the end of the video. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this helped. I hope you guys will be able to achieve braiding dreads and styling dreads in the future. And stay tuned for my next video. I hope you guys are going to be excited as I am. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions or any requests, please leave them in the comment box. I really appreciate it, and I will respond to you guys. I want to thank you for watching, and again, I want you guys to make sure you follow my Instagram. That's _MarieHair. And that is the same for my Facebook. If you're trying to get in contact with me, you can find me on Facebook at Marie Hair. So anytime you guys want to connect with me, there are several ways you can. I'll put all the links in the box, and I'll put everything that I use in the box below as well. Thank you for watching, you guys. Bye.